Hello, my name's Ed Frawley. My wife and I own Leerburg. This is a good question on puppies that came in through our Ask Cindy portal. If you have a question on training or breeding or behavioral problems, go to Leerburg.com, scroll down to the Ask Cindy question. You don't need to be a customer to ask a question, and Cindy answers them every day. And she's a lot better dog trainer than I am. But this is a common question, and it's about some people that have a 12-week-old puppy. We have a lot of experience with that. I bred dogs for 35 years and quit breeding them in 2008. But anyway, I'm going to read this question, and then I'll give you some ideas, as Cindy did, on how to solve this lady's problem. It says, "Hi, Cindy. We have a 12-week-old female Malinois. We feel like she's getting enough exercise and training and play and yard time, etc., from 6 to 8, from 11 to 1, from 3 to 5, 7 to 8. The rest of the time, we have her in a dog crate to sleep. In the evenings, usually around the last hour that she's up, to around 7 or 8, she gets kind of crazy and does not want to be handled. I can pick her up and put her in the crate, but just recently, she started to bite and growl when I try to pick her up. When she does this, I've held her by the back of the neck and the muzzle, which she usually doesn't like much, but settles down enough for me to pick her up and put her in the crate. Am I handling these events correctly? What do you recommend?" Really good question. Really common question for people that are new to dog training, and especially some of the working breeds that are the higher drive breeds. First of all, if it was our dog, she would be on a leash all the time in the house, all the time. We would not pick her up by the back of the neck and scruff her and try to hold her mouth shut. That's only going to make things a lot worse, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And the dog's only 12 weeks old now. Try doing that on a dog that doesn't like it when it's a year old or 12 months old. Ain't going to work. So the best thing to do, in our opinion, is you're giving the dog a lot of exercise. That's really good. But try and anticipate when you're going to put it to bed. We kind of look at puppies, and we just went through this with our Chihuahua puppy of all breeds. I bred German Shepherds for 35 years. Now the love of my life is a year-old Chihuahua puppy. But anyway, as puppies get close to bedtime, they're kind of like kids. They get amped up, they get a little crazy, and they get crabby and blah, 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 and they don't want to do this and they don't want to do that. So try and anticipate that. If you have the puppy on a leash, just go over and pick it up. And if you have to, keep a bowl of high-value food rewards, dehydrated food treats. Let her see you have one of those. Toss it in the crate and let her go in after it. Have her on a leash, though. Don't grab her and force her into there. And if you don't anticipate it quickly enough and you let her get into that state of mind, you're probably going to have to lead her over, unhook her, and put her in the crate. She'll get over it, she'll learn, and then she'll get past that. We feed our dogs in the dog crate. We try and make the dog crate someplace good to be. So they'll get their food in there with the crate door closed. After they've eaten, they rest for a few minutes, they come out, we put the leash on, and we take them outside to pee and poop. Puppies pee and poop after they eat, after they sleep, and after they have exercise, usually in those orders. So in that order. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Cindy goes on to just confirm that we do try and anticipate how much our puppies get wound up before they go in a crate. Something else to do that we do in our home is we use X-Pens. And I really do need to do a little video of the X-Pens that we use, because we have one in our living room in front of the TV. We have one in the kitchen where she goes just to get fed. I have one upstairs next to the bed where Pip, our Chihuahua puppy, sleeps. So that's 1, 2, 3. We have one in the basement where we have a rec room down there with a TV, and Cindy will watch TV down there with Art, our German Shepherd. And Pip spends time down there in the X-pen. So that's 4 in the house. And when we have warm weather like we do now, we'll have an X-pen out on our deck. And when we go out there, she'll be on the deck in the X-pen while we have our deck chairs there, and we'll either talk or work on our computer. So we have 5 X-pens in our house. But the result is we have a very clean puppy. Her toys are in the X-pen. We don't get toys out of the X-pens, and we don't play with our dogs in the house outside of their X-pens. They learn when they come out of the X-pen to be in the house. That's calm time. We want them to go and lay down and be calm. We don't want them to get all fired up when they come out of the X-pen or the dog crate and think they're going to tear around and play games. No, that doesn't happen in our house. Everybody that I know always wants the same thing in their dog. They want a dog that's good in the house. And what's good in the house? A dog that goes and lays down and is calm in the house. And this is how you make that happen. We have several excellent videos and online courses that people can get to teach them how to live with a new puppy.